there's a project that I think is actually done or in the process of being put together.
Yeah, that exclusive.
Yeah. I
Can
feel
you mention it?
I think I could because they've mentioned it. I'm looking forward to dating a C4 project.
Let's go.
Dating a C4 together would be crazy.
I mean, congrats on that. You know what I mean?
Thank you, brother. Appreciate that.
I'm happy for you. You know what I mean? Like just hearing that.
Yeah.
And
Praise God.
it was shocking. I was like, what? You what? So hearing that was just like,
I don't think a lot of people saw that coming. Because like let's keep it real, you know, they don't really have artists who create the type of music I create on that roster. So it's kind of surprising.
A lot of labels or distribution companies don't, right?
Right, especially in the times that we're in. But like I said, that sound has reemerged, has resurfaced.
And that's also good for other artists watching this to be able to see that, you know, the hard, not only just the hard work, but you also, you know, like saying, you know what, I finally feel like this should be heard amongst more ears, right? Right. And so let me submit this. Let me send an email. Let me, you know, asking you shall receive, right?
Right.
If you don't ask,
closed mouths don't get fed. Closed mouths don't get fed, man.
And challenging the perception of, oh, you know, because I'm sure probably, like you said, there was probably a little bit of like, dag, should I really send this?
Yeah, of course. There was a lot of pushback. Yeah, all those thoughts were crossing my mind. Like, yo, they're not gonna rock with me, man.
You know what I mean? And then boom, it's like, okay,
we here now.
You know what I'm saying? So any artists out there, don't be afraid to challenge yourself, and don't put a perception of what you think these labels or these distribution companies are out there, because they might just be like, yeah, you know what? Let's do this.
Absolutely, yeah. That's pretty much how it went. You know, and shout out to Doc for believing in me and giving me the opportunity.
Yeah, for sure.
And I want to say this to the artist, because you mentioned the artist, and that's dope. Because let's talk to the artist. I want to let artists out there know I never even made a Rapzilla freshman list. You heard? Never made a Rapzilla freshman list. And that used to be discouraging, because I'm like, yo, I deserve to be on one of these lists. Yeah. But that's not to kick Rapzilla's back in, because they have supported me. Right. They have supported me tremendously. Right. Like a lot. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I say that to say not to kick their back in, but to encourage an artist out there that may know that they talented, that are working hard, that may not see their name pop up on these lists. Don't let that determine whether you should keep going or not. Right. You know what I'm saying? Just keep working hard, keep creating good music, and you'll find yourself in a great opportunity if it's in God's plan for you. Amen. You know what I'm saying? Word up.
So now, speaking about artists, you yourself have done a lot of collab projects aside from.
I did a couple,
the solo project, right? That you mentioned, the mixtapes and the grinding. You've got Guillotines, right?
Guillotines on the East. Shout out to my man, the commissioner, Big Guillotines. Super salute.
Legion of Doom, right?
Shout out to my man Riggs, Staten Island. What up, Shaolin?
So
my bad, B man.
Shaolin, yo, what up?
Yeah, I know, right?
You know, we saw Shaolin nowadays. Yeah. But what do you feel about that? Like, how do you feel with the collaborations? What makes a person say, you know what, I want to collab with this artist. I want to do that, right? Because we've seen it, right? Like we've seen artists do that, but that's not a common thing. Right. So
I think for me, man, like Riggs and Commissioner, these guys are so dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just dope spitters, and I just want to sit in the lab with them and create. Get some fire, gritty beats, some boom bap joints, and just be like, yo, let's rap over these things. You know what I mean? Let's give this to the people. Let's give this to the people who love this type of music. You know, and so for me, it's fun. Yeah. I love it. Right. And it's less work. Instead of writing two verses, it's one.
It is.
And then as far as hooks are concerned, you know, we could just team up on the hook
and create something.
And create something, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So I love doing collab projects. Especially, you know, guys like Riggs, the commissioner, but even like even records, like singles that I put out, like Lucy's or whatever. I reach out to the spitters and spitters that I'm a fan of as well.
Okay.
Because I'm thinking about me as a fan, what I want to hear. You know what I mean? Like if I'm sitting home and I see a record with C4 Cortona and Sail Out of Corner pop up on my timeline, I want to hear it because I'm a fan of those two guys. Or if I see, you know, a record with the Commissioner, Riggs, and Sail Out of Corner, or you know, the Commissioner and Will Cater. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I want to tap into that, or Prodi and C4 Q Flow record. I see those names together. I want to tap in. So when I'm creating, I'm thinking about the supporters, the fans. You know what I'm saying? The people who are supporting us.
Right.
And I'm like, yo, I know that this would be dope for them. You know, I know if we put this out, they're gonna enjoy this. So I always think about them first. I think about me, what I would like, and I know that they're like me because we like the same thing clearly. And I know if I put this out, they're gonna enjoy this.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get this spitted because I know he gonna go off. I know what I could do, and it's gonna be a dope record. So let's put these Lucy's out. Let's put these. You know what I mean?
What two artists would you like to see do a collab album together aside from you? Right?
Yeah.
Who would you like to see in the space? Right? That you're like, yo, I think they would make a crazy EP or album together.
There's a project that I think is actually done or in the process of being put together.
Yeah, that exclusive.
Yeah. I
Can
feel
you
like,
mention it?
I think I could because they've mentioned it, but
Okay.
I think they probably mentioned it one time. It probably went under the radar, or people forgot because they mentioned it maybe like top of the year or something, or maybe last year. I forget exactly when they mentioned it, but I'm looking forward to Dayton and C4 project.
Let's go.
Dayton and C4 together would be crazy.
That is.
You know what I'm saying? I already know that's gonna sound nuts. They both got that raspy voice. They got them crazy bars. You know what I mean? The syllable game, especially with these, his syllable game crazy. C4 with the crazy bars and the way he paints his pictures, man. I think that's gonna be something major.
Right.
I wouldn't mind seeing that. I wouldn't mind seeing a Riggs and Sail Out of Corner project. That would be something. You know
we got a little bit of that on the what's the Riggs' second album?
Roy Order.
Roy Order, right?
Yeah.
You got more records with them.
Right.
So,
Yeah, Sail Out was all over that joint, I believe. Yeah. So those are some projects I would love, that I wouldn't mind, you know, coming out.
Do you have a dream artist that you wanna
that I would want to collab with? There's certain brothers that I've wanted to do projects with, you know what I mean? But somebody that's unexpected. Off the top.
I should be like a random person that I didn't think.
I wouldn't mind doing like a group project where there's like 3 or 4 of us.
A group of y'all, yeah.
A group of us, opposed to just 2.
Yeah.
Like if I want, like, you know, maybe like something like, I don't know, me, Commissioner,
And Riggs.
and that would be dope. Me,
C4.
Me, Commissioner, C4.
Like whoever that third person is. We just
Or it could be 4. It could be 4. It could be Q Flow, Prodi, me, and Commissioner.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? Like we could do a lot of. We could have fun with this.
Yeah.
We could have fun with this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then it keeps pumping out content, which
exactly.
people gonna love.
It keeps right, and that's my thing. I just want to keep the fire going.
Yeah.
The only way we're gonna keep the fire going is if we keep delivering great music consistently, but also knowing what our supporters want from us. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Was there ever a point where you was like, I don't want to do this no more? Like,
oh yeah.
like this is it.
Facts.
Something that you seen.
100.
Something that you seen, maybe something you heard, or something that happened to you personally.
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
Like, man, I just want to work and not have to deal with nobody.
Let me tell you something, bro. I'm glad that you asked that because that's a fact. I've wanted to quit so many times. I've told people I was quitting so many times. I'm like, yo, I'm done with this. By
So
next
you did the
year,
retirement.
But yeah. I didn't announce nothing.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't make that mistake. Because you know how rappers, they announce that they retire, then they come back like, yo, I thought you were gone, bro.
Yeah.
But there
I
have
hear
been
that from Riggs a lot.
Riggs was supposed to be retired since last year. Yeah. Riggs done put out like 20 projects. He needs to probably say that more. Then we're gonna get Riggs. If we're gonna get more music from you that way, then keep doing that. Yeah. Keep telling us you're gonna retire.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, I've wanted to quit so many times. Like people in my inner circle notice. Like I'm like, yo, by 30 something, if I don't got nothing, I'm quitting. You know, if I don't hit these specific numbers by this time, I'm done. And but I love it too much. When you really love something, you're gonna keep doing it regardless of the numbers, the money, whatever. You love it, so you love it. So you stick to it.
Right.
So I genuinely love creating this type of art. I love writing rhymes. I love being in the studio. I love that process.
Right.
The marketing and the social media that comes with it, that's where it can get stressful. And the numbers and comparing it to other artists, that could get stressful.
Yeah.
Like I told myself, I'm like, yo, bro, be content with where you're at, because guess what? You know, if you start comparing yourself to this person, you're gonna quit. You know what I'm saying? You know, don't do the compare thing to nobody. Be happy for everyone else's success and just keep grinding and keep perfecting your craft.
Right.
I remember one time I was seeing this show. You ever seen those survival shows? What are they called? Where
The Survivors?
They place like 8 people in different parts of like a mountain.
Yeah.
And there's like grizzly bears and all types of stuff, and they have maybe like 1 or 2 tools, maybe like a spear. Like they have to choose, and they have to survive. And whoever taps out, you know, first loses, and whoever sticks it out to the end, they get like a big, like I think like $1 million or something like that. I remember I was watching one of them shows, and there was one dude that I was rooting for, because to me, out of all of the people that were on that mountain or whatever, in that is it a mountain? That's where they put them, like in a mountain?
I mean, I haven't really watched those Survivor shows.
Yeah.
But I know they put them in like an island.
I think that's a better way of saying it.
You gotta like figure out how to make
survive.
your own food.
You gotta try to make your own food.
Your own fire.
You gotta create your own fire, build like your little house out of the sticks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Try to catch fish or deers. Like it's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
So anyway, there was one dude that I was rooting for, that I felt like he was gonna make it to the end, because I just liked the way he operated, because he just looked like a true professional. Like he made things like he was the only one out of all of them that made a bow and arrow and took down a deer. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, that's raw. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like he's like, yo, it's been 3 days, I ain't have no food, I gotta catch a deer. And you see him, he caught one, he's woofing, you know what I mean? He's going through it. He's like, you know what I'm saying?
And we over here.
Making toast, eggs,
shit like, yo, look at this dude.
I know. Yo, that's why I don't be clowning nobody that tap out. I don't want to go. I never clown on nobody that tap out, because I'm like, yo, I'm on my couch watching this. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
I got food in the fridge.
I got food in the fridge. I'm chilling. I got a nice, comfortable couch. I'm sitting on. I'm cooling. So I never clown anybody that taps out. But this one specific dude, I knew he was gonna make it, because he had a different vibe about him, different aura. Like he said these words and it hit me. He was like, I'm gonna win this thing, because I do this even when there's no cameras on me, because I genuinely love this. I love being in these situations and figuring it out. I love hunting. I love making fires. I love building little huts while I'm out. Like he loves it. And you could tell that he loves it, and he never tapped out. He won. He beat them all, because he loved it more than they all did. So when you love something, see, he loved it so much. Okay, he was hungry, he was uncomfortable, he wasn't, there was moments where he wanted to tap out. But he's like, no, I do this. I'm a guy, I was born for this. And he wound up winning. So when I was watching, I'm like, yo, that's exactly how I feel.
A deep moment.
Yeah, that hit me, and I knew he was gonna win, and he wound up winning. Yeah. Because he genuinely loved it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
saying? And you probably feel, correct me if I'm wrong, like God placed that in your heart, right? Like
absolutely.
The Lord done put that in your heart to do this, right? And so.
Oh yeah, my prayers is, I'm like, Lord, like if you don't want me to do this, man, like make it clear to me. And it's like almost every time I came to that breaking point, like with this guy with the show, 3 days I ain't eat. He caught a deer on the 3rd day where he probably about to tap out. Here come a deer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like
that blessing comes in.
Yeah, that
right?
blessing comes in. It's like God know my heart. God's like, all right, let me open this door for you, give you a little bit of light so you can see where we're going here. Like, come on, let's keep it going.
Yeah.
Or when I feel inspired to write a record, like I feel like that's God's way of giving me more. You know what I mean? To keep creating.